We hate to see so much furniture going into landfills every day when it still has many years of life left in it.
Before you haul that old coffee table to the dump, donate it instead to the Furniture Repair Bank. The rumble of a sewing machine and pounding leather at Pike Place Market is helping a business get a step ahead. Do you have a lamp that won't light or a clock that won't tick? The Fixers Collective might be for you. These stories and more next on CityStream.
Welcome to CityStream. I'm Tadavika Prekyan. We begin with a story about a bank, not one dependent on deposits, but donations. The mission of the Furniture Repair Bank is to restore worn or damaged items and give them to people in need. It's powered by volunteers whose gift of dignity and comfort is a godsend to refugees and those emerging from homelessness. Producer Chris Barnes explains.
Furniture Repair Bank is so many different things. We work as a furniture bank, but we focus on repair. All the items that come in, we restore them, reupholster, restain, repaint, and then all that we do then goes to families in need. And also like for machine stitching, that will keep it together where it should be together. Zero Waste Washington is a statewide nonprofit. We're mainly a policy shop. We help pass laws, but we also run and pilot different community-based programs, and we also do research. So Furniture Repair Bank started as a program of Zero Waste Washington. We learned that furniture is somewhat overseen, so we started piloting and seeing what can be done with furniture, and that grew into its own thing. Everything that we receive comes from individuals. People find us on Facebook groups, a Google search, friends of friends. So just individual people who try to do something better with their items rather than just send it to the landfill.
One of the pillars of Furniture Repair Bank is reducing waste and promoting sustainability. We hate to see so much furniture going into landfills every day when it still has many years of life left in it. All it needs is sanded down and painted, or stained, or maybe reupholstered. The volunteers are great. They're very interested in learning the new skills. They're all very eager to learn. Occasionally we'll get volunteers that are skilled, and so we sometimes do have some pieces in here that are a bit more damaged than average, and so it's great to have them on hand as well.
I just enjoy the work, so to me there's a benefit to me personally, because coming in and putting something back together and being able to walk away knowing that something that was broken before is now usable is rewarding to me.
Got it. Okay, so the seam would go all the way in.
It's so neat to see that what you're doing with these chairs and these furnitures can really help transform the lives of others. You don't need to come with any skills. They teach you everything you need to know, have all the tools and supplies, and you walk away with an impact you're making and some new skills.
So we work with multiple partner agencies that support people in need. They're refugee resettlement agencies, shelters that help people getting out of homelessness. So we work with those groups, and they know the people that need the help and tell us what they need, and we put together the sets of furniture for them.
One dresser, right?
No, there's no twin beds. They're both queen-size beds. You can do one step at a time if you need to. Hold on. All right. Whew.
Yes.
So much. So we've been without furniture for about 6 months now. Without finding that furniture bank, we would not have been able to find any furniture anytime soon. So this is the sofa that they bought for us. This was really nicely refurbished, but this part actually matches with this little centerpiece table set right here because it blends in with the color very nicely. And I really like this one because of how they painted it. So it really feels like a set together. Being able to finally wake up and come into the living room and see that we have furniture makes it feel like we finally are home after living here for 6 months already.
First, it all started as an idea, as something that, let's see if that's viable, let's see what we can do with that. But I think what keeps me going is people. No single person can create anything by themselves. Furniture Repair Bank's mission is to create community of mighty individuals, and I think that's the core of what we do. People that learn the skill together, try to build something together, make a change, and support others on the way.
The Furniture Repair Bank puts 4,000 pounds of furniture back in circulation each month. If you'd like to learn more about this program, check out this website, repairbank.org.
I am a bespoke handmade shoe maker, and I'm sort of like a tailor for the feet.
Next, we go to Pike Place Market to see the centuries-old craft of making shoes by hand as CityStream continues.
Deep inside Pike Place Market, you'll find a specialty shop that creates custom-made luxury shoes you won't find at Nordstrom. The shop uses a centuries-old 220-step process to craft handmade footwear, and 3 generations of women from one family make it happen. Producers Vincent Pierce and Tyler Sipe take a look.
Designing and making shoes is something I've been interested in nearly my entire life. When I was in high school, I would go to the Goodwill and buy shoes and modify them. I would paint them or sand them or try to make them look super punk, and I would sell them to my friends.
I knew she would do something artistically, but I never imagined the shoemaking part.
I am a bespoke handmade shoe maker, and I'm sort of like a tailor for the feet. I measure your foot and I modify the last, which is the form the shoe is built on, to replicate the foot. The bespoke shoemaking process is a 220-step process. It's centuries old. I love all of those steps except for the sewing. I'll cut it down after you sew it. The sewing is my least favorite part.
Me, I just come here and sew the shoes.
I just knew that there's somebody out there that could do a better job sewing than me, and it was probably my mom.
Leanne cuts them out, dyes them, puts them together. I sit at the machine, sew, and make sure she stays on track.
My shoes aren't precious, and they're not pristine. They're not your typical classic dress shoe. They have an old world quality to them. You can see the hand in the making of the shoe. Thanks, love.
It's so nice that it's a family business, that Ella and I can come here and be part of Leanne's business.
My name is Ella Corcoran. My mom runs the shoe shop.
Ella runs the place.
And my role here is to just support her.
Yeah, when Ella's around, Ella's the boss.
I also help make belts.
She's really the boss here. So she makes sure things are priced, she makes sure that inventory is on the floor, things are being ordered, that signs are properly placed. There you go.
Okay.
Excellent, thank you so much. How's it going?
When she first saw this place, I didn't think it would ever come to fruition. I mean, it was just a gray building that I didn't think could ever turn into this. And now she's got this beautiful store.
People are just excited that I'm here and that they can have shoes made that match their sensibilities.
I enjoy helping her and seeing her dream come to life. I hope I helped at least a little bit today. I'm sorry I couldn't help.
You know, you were great. Thank you so much, Bob.
Okay. From a centuries-old craft to a collaboration space for creative minds, our next story explores a maker space. If you've never heard that term, it's a place for community to collaborate, share tools, and unleash creativity to make ideas into reality. Producers Kathy Tui and Valerie Vaza take a look.
Seattle Makers is a makerspace where we share tools and we share ideas and we teach everybody the skills and give them the tools they need to make any idea, whether it's a hobby or a new business or just a curiosity.
We're working on a Da Vinci lock.
But when we first came here, we tried some other projects first, so yeah. Now I think we're ready.
Jeremy and I started the Makerspace 2 years ago, September of 2017. And I was brought on initially because he needed a website and a bunch of back-end support so he could focus on the making side of things and that we could automate as many things as possible to make it an easier business to run.
You can become a member, you pay a monthly rate, and you get access to over $50,000 worth of tools and the expertise to use them. The red light's just like a pointer. We have sewing machines, laser cutters, 3D printers. We have a whole wood shop full of woodworking tools. We have an electronics lab, all the hand tools you could need, and we're constantly adding new tools. We have certifications on the 3D printer, the laser cutter, and the CNC mill so that you know how to use them and how to use them safely.
The more you can get on the bit, the more stable it's going to be.
I started coming to the Seattle Makers about a month ago. I took a membership class and now I am laser certified and I've been here for about a month. My project, the wrapping project, is functional origami containers. So they start out 2D and then you can fold them and create these wrappers. And they're all made out of sustainable, eco-conscious materials. And this little guy here is used as a planter. So it kind of forms into something like this. I started coming to Seattle Makers, one for the tools, and I stayed for the community. And so I'm hoping to take many more maker classes and get certified on these awesome tools that I want to use.
This is a great place for entrepreneurship. You can take an idea, model it, turn it into a tangible object, and try it out.
This is our first prototype of a light installation that eventually will become much larger. Our goal is to pursue stage design. Once we figure out all the construction elements, we're going to build a better one. Acrylic will be cool so it can, light can bounce out of it or it can be more reflective.
Tonight we have a team doing our latest team building event, which is creating customized journals. We're going to teach them a little bit of how to design for vector software. The easiest way to do that is have an all black and white image and turn it into an image that they can etch on the front of their journal. Teams anywhere from 5 to 200 can come together and make anything from laser-etched coffee mugs to hand-painted wood skylines of Seattle. When I first walked into a makerspace, I was blown away at what you could do. So our mission is to make the kind of tools here accessible to as many people as possible and give them everything they need, from the expertise to the coaching along the way to make anything they want. We also see a lot of these spaces open and closed, so we want to make a model that other makerspaces can replicate so that we can see spaces like these in neighborhoods all across the city and the country.
One of the things we value tremendously here is learning by doing. And as adults, we forget what that's like. We try something, we fail, we give up. We celebrate successes and failures equally. If somebody has a spectacular success, we ring a bell. Same thing if somebody fails. And if you have a spectacular failure, we'll cheer for that too.
Yeah, this is pretty much my dream job. And my favorite part is when people learn something new and this whole world opens up of what they can do.
It's fun watching people realize that they're way more creative than they thought they were.
If this sounds interesting, you can find out more about this makerspace by checking out their website at seattlemakers.org. Or you can drop by one of their free tours. They happen each Wednesday and Saturday from noon to 1 p.m.
Next on CityStream, if you have small appliances that don't work, the Fixers Collective could give them new life.
have a lamp that won't light or a toaster that won't toast? Well, the Fixers Collective might be for you. This group volunteers their time to repair household items for anyone who walks into their monthly meetup. It's their way to help the environment by keeping waste out of landfills. And as producer Layla Cosme reports, they just love to fix things.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
I got this, and I thought it was okay, and I was excited about it, and I got the bob and winder to work.
Right,
but then it started to just like go on its own. It sounded like it was gonna fly to the moon.
Oh, okay. Without hitting this?
Without hitting that.
The Fixers Collective is a bunch of people that originated from the PNA, the Finney Ridge Association. It's a volunteer organization. We have anywhere from 4 to 8 people as fixers, and we all just want to fix things.
Okay.
The Greenwood Hardware hosts us, but this is a program of the PNA.
Some people want to keep things out of landfills. I'm more just, I like to take things apart, yeah, and see how they work. Everything has basic features. We have the switch, we have contacts for the batteries. This is a little bent.
Part of the problem is things are being built so that they're disposable. I had a microwave that stopped working, and I'm not afraid to tear into things, like you said. If it's broken, you can't break it anymore, right?
Yeah.
So I tore into it. $5 switch was all that was wrong with it.
Awesome.
Set. All together. So we can test it before we put the screws back in, see what it does.
Oh yeah, now it's working.
So that part that I bent probably was the problem. Might have been dropped in such a way that the battery pushed the little plate in.
I dropped several times on hard ground.
Most people don't admit that.
Keeping these out of landfill, keeping another one from having to be built, it reduces my carbon footprint quite a bit, and just the clutter of our lives. So, you know, if you can fix things, it's a lot more advantageous than throwing it away and buying a new one.
It makes sense all around. You reduce waste, you learn stuff, and you don't spend as much money replacing things.
They're always so helpful, and you walk in the door and they're right there. What's your problem? And you show them a nut or a screw and they go, we got it for you.
Everything's for free. We don't charge for our time. This is the stuff I have, and if it comes out of here, it's free.
We've moved here in 1976, and that's when we bought the lamps.
So I guess what we want to do is go out and see if they have a socket for us.
When we're here at the store, we have more resources of items off the shelf.
3 ways what you need, okay?
If they use anything out of the store, they need to pay for it.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been fixing stuff. I rebuilt my brother's Volkswagen when I was 15, or the engine on the car. I just enjoy fixing things. It's fun to do.
I hate broken stuff. I've gone to hotels and fixed sinks and drains and outlets and stuff.
At the first
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I bought these in Rwanda. They're just not turning on anymore.
And you see, this is threaded right here,
Uh-huh.
and right up above this is threaded.
Okay.
Okay, so it's gonna take a shank, and that means that this will have to be on, yeah, good. Unscrewed, both of those, put the shank on, and then screw them both back together.
Okay.
It's a good chance there will be something up front, and you,
That I'll need to
even
go.
better way to go. Okay.
And so we have some people that have a broken lamp that we can't fix, and we will scrap pieces out of it and reuse them in somebody else's project.
It's fun. We do this for fun and curiosity, and our mission is to build community.
There's got to be a great story behind Rwanda.
People come here who are perfect strangers, and they leave friends.
My dad picked one up a while ago. That's why I found this
Small one.
one.
Yep.
It was not repairable, but we kind of were working on it for a while. So I learned like the basics.
Good for him. I mean, props to your dad.
Yeah. Well, it reminded him of his mom. And you know, he's never talked about his mom at all, ever, until he saw this sewing machine. When I found this one, we were both kind of really excited.
Ready?
Ready. Okay.
That's good. Seems to really change it.
Okay.
Okay.
You got way more than a sewing machine, and you know that, right?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Right, the other.
I'm sure it actually works.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, success!
Wow, marvelous, marvelous.
I can read bed again.
There's a Fixers Collective in Northeast Seattle. They meet weekly. There's one, I believe, in West Seattle as well. Portland is very active, so there's several around here. It's quite a movement.
Use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without.
The Fixers Collective is run through the Finney Neighborhood Association, and to learn more about this program, go to finneycenter.org and search for Fixers Collective. We'll be right back. That wraps up this edition of CityStream from City Hall. If you'd like to see more outstanding Seattle Channel programs, go to our website, seattle.gov, and search for feature shows. I'm Tadavika Prikyan. Thank you for watching.